Welcome to Kruk and Kuip Extra Innings, as tonight the Giants lose to the Brewers 4-3. You can follow me at RobIman at twitter.com. And, good effort tonight by the Giants. Yeah, this is one of those games where the bullpen managed to blow it again. Not one of Bochy's best games. Giants fell behind early in the second inning by a single by Jonathan Broxton. Sogard owned the Giants tonight, 2 for 3 in this game for Eric Sogard with 1 RBI. So Sogard had the bat going, and then in the bottom of the first, the Giants tied it up with a and then Gorkis Hernandez scored on a single, so it's not too bad there. Then in the fourth, the Brewers take back the lead on an error. That was a mistake there. Then Crawford hit a home run to take the lead. Then here's where I think Bochy made a big mistake. I think putting Albert Suarez in a high leverage. One more, it's a Benadryl. In a high leverage situation, I really question Bochy's decision to put Suarez in the game. Yeah, I think it was a very questionable decision to put Suarez in the game by Bochy. I really think you might have been better off putting in a Kyle Kruk. I think might have been better off to go with Kruk. I really think then you would have avoided the situation. Suarez was not sharp, and I think Suarez could head back to the minors tomorrow. Yeah, this is one of those games where I do pin this loss. This loss does fall on Bochy. And this is the second time the past week where Bochy's made a bad decision as in terms of tactics, and it cost him. And this is the second time and I really question it. The other night it was Osich, where I would have never. You don't put a gas can in a high leverage situation. You don't. And I think Suarez was absolutely the wrong decision. I think they should have gone with Kruk earlier. Then this situation might have been avoided. And I really think maybe this season's starting to take a toll on Bochy mentally. Bochy's made some mistakes this week. But yeah, you can't fault them for loading the bases. But still, I do question Bochy for putting Suarez in the game. I think that was a head scratcher, and I really think this is the second time where Bochy got burned by a questionable decision. And the good part is the rosters expand, so you'll have other options. But I would have never I think maybe Suarez needs to go back to Sacramento tomorrow. Maybe bring back up Derek Law at this point. maybe have Derek Law eat innings for you, but Suarez is just, and what's even worse, I don't know if Suarez is going to be part of the solution next year. I think he could be part of the roster purge next year. I really think Suarez has really hit a brick wall as of late, and maybe needs to go figure things back, go back down to the minors tomorrow. And Derek Law isn't going to be that much of an upgrade, but I think Derek Law might be. I really think Derek Law would be better than Suarez at this point. But the damage was done, and then another questionable decision was sending Hundley. That was very questionable. I would have never sent Hundley. And Hundley got nailed at the plate. So that was another blown opportunity there. Base running mistakes really killed the Giants tonight. And this game, this game was lost on poor coaching tonight. This was not a good night for Bochy. Not a good night for the coaching tonight. So yeah, this is one where Bochy's going to has nobody to blame but himself, and soon enough, the rosters will expand and he'll have other options to go to the pen. But no, second time he's used a gas can in a week, and it backfired yet again. So, yeah, Bochy's getting the big poop emoji tonight from me. Let's go around the league with other scores tonight. The Marlins beat the Phillies 12-8. Your winning pitcher, Dan Straley. Your losing pitcher, Aaron Nola. Christian Yelich, 3 for 5 in this game. And Ichiro had a pretty long home run in a pitch hit situation today, so good one for Ichiro. And Ozuna also had a home run in this game. And for Phil. And Nola got lit up for 7 earned runs. Justin Therian, 2 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. Ricardo Pinto, 3 earned runs and 2 innings pitched for Miami. Dustin McGowan, 4 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. The A's beat the Orioles 6-4. Your winning pitcher, Simon Castro. Your losing pitcher, Ubaldo Jimenez. And Castro, 2 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. Paul Blackburn, I think he left the game with an injury. I just left the game after being hit by a liner. Darren O'Day, an earned run for the Orioles and 2/3 innings pitched. And the LA Dodgers beat the Pirates 8-5. Your winning pitcher, Tony Watson. Your losing pitcher, Johnny Barbado. So Watson beats his former team tonight. Chris Taylor, 3 for 5. Not a good night for Brock Stewart, 5 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. The Red Sox beat the Indians 9-1. Your winning pitcher, Doug Fister. Your losing pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. Jackie Bradley Jr., 2 for 3 in this game. And for Francisco Lindor had the only run and hit in this game. It was a home run. Fister, complete game, 6 strikeouts, so not a bad night for Doug Fister. Carlos Carrasco got shelled for 6 earned runs and 6 2/3 innings pitched. Sean Armstrong, 2 earned runs in 1 1/3 innings pitched. And Bradley left the game with an injury. And the Yankees beat the Tigers 13-4. Masahiro Tanaka, your winning pitcher. Matt Boyd, your losing pitcher. Todd Frazier, 3 for 5 in this game. Ronald Torres, 2 for 3 for the Yanks. Jose Iglesias, 2 for 3 in this game for the Tigers. Boyd, 7 earned runs and 2 1/3 innings pitched. Jeff Farrell, 2 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. And the Cubs beat the Reds 13-9. Your winning pitcher, Hector Rondon. Your losing pitcher, Willie Peralta. Wandy Peralta. Anthony Rizzo, 2 for 3 in this game. For the Cubs, Alex Avila, 2 for 3. Jason Hayward, 3 for 5. And for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez, 3 for 5 in this game. Homer Bailey only went 3 innings in this game. And left the game with a shoulder injury. John Lackey, not that much better. 5 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. Felix Pena, 3 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. Kevin Shackelford for Cincy, 3 earned runs and 1 2/3 innings pitched. Michael Lorenzen, 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Wandy Peralta, 3 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. Blake Wood, 5 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. Not a good night for the Reds bullpen. The D-backs beat the Mets 7-4. Your winning pitcher, Patrick Corbin. Your losing pitcher, Tommy Malone. Yoenis Cespedes, 3 for 3 for the Mets tonight. And not a good night for Matt Koch for Matt Koch for the D-backs. 3 earned runs without recording an out. I think this is his first time being back up. Being up in the majors, so. And Malone, 6 runs, 5 earned, and 4 2/3 innings pitched. The Rays beat the Blue Jays 6-5. Your winning pitcher, Chris Archer. Your losing pitcher, Chris Rowley. Ezequiel Carrera, 1-for-1 pinch hit appearance. And Wilson Ramos, 3-for-4 in this game for the Rays. The Braves beat the Mariners 4-0. Your winning pitcher, Lucas Sims. Your losing pitcher, Marco Gonzalez. Freddie Freeman, 2-for-3 in this game. For the Braves, Matt Kemp, 2-for-3. And Gonzalez, 2 earned runs and 4 2/3 innings pitched. And Miami sweeps the doubleheader with Philly tonight, 7-4. Your winning pitcher, Jose Urena. Your losing pitcher, Nick Pivetta. And JT Realmuto, 3-for-5 in this game for the Marlins. And Ziegler's pitching better as of late. And Pivetta, 6 earned runs in 1 1/3 innings pitched. The Twins beat the White Sox 4-1. Your winning pitcher, Kirk Gibson. Your losing pitcher, Lucas Giolito. And the Nationals beat the Astros 4-3. Your winning pitcher, Tanner Rourke. Your losing pitcher, Charlie Morton. Josh Reddick, 3-for-4 for the Astros today. And the Royals beat the Rockies 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Danny Duffy. Your losing pitcher, John Gray. Salvador Perez, 2-for-3 for Kansas City. The Padres clobbered the Cardinals 12-4. Your winning pitcher, Craig Stammen. Your losing pitcher, Matt Bowman. Carlos Asuke, 2-for-3 in this game. Yangervis Solarte, 3-for-5. And then Yadier Molina, 2-for-2 for St. Louis. Steven Piscotty, 2-for-3. Solarte had a home run in this game for San Diego. Piscotty, 1 for the Cardinals. Molina, 1 for the Cardinals. Bowman allowed 3 earned runs without recording an out. Zach Duke, 3 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. And the Angels beat the Rangers 10-1. Your winning pitcher, Chris Middleton. Your losing pitcher, Tyson Ross. Elvis Andrus, 2-for-3 for the Rangers tonight. Cole Calhoun, 3-for-4 for the Angels tonight. And I think Ricky Nolasco left the game early, only pitched 4 2/3 innings. No, okay, in Alaska. Oh, he only 4 2/3 innings, but he was over 100 pitches. That makes sense. Ross, 3 2/3 innings, 3 earned runs. Austin Beeben-Sturks, 3 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. Nick Gardewine, 3 unearned runs. And down on the farm tonight, the River Cats beat the Isotopes 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Reyes Maranta. Your losing pitcher was Carlos Estevez. Cueto pitched in a rehab assignment tonight. Three innings, 1 strikeout, no runs. Andrew Suarez, 5 innings, 2 earned runs, not too bad from him. Joe Panic, 0 for 2 in his rehab start tonight. And also, speaking of roster moves, Melvin Upton opted out of his contract with the Giants and now is a free agent. So I wish him a lot of luck wherever he ends up. And our probables for tomorrow's game, and there'll be no show after tomorrow's game, so it's a weekday afternoon game. I'll be back on Friday night. Tomorrow will be Matt Garza against Matt Moore. And now here are our up-to-the-date standings as of right now. Boston holds a 4.5 game lead over New York, with New York up 2.5 games in the first wild card. Tampa Bay in 4 games out, Baltimore 4.5. Cleveland is up 4.5 games on Minnesota. Minnesota and Kansas City gained a game, 6 games out of first, and 1.5 games out of the wild card. And now the Angels only 11.5 games back of Houston and half a game out of the wild card. Seattle 2 games out. With tonight's loss, Texas falls 2.5 games back. In the NL East, Miami is now 500 after sweeping today's series doubleheader against the Phillies, and has made a big dent in the wild card. Now only 5.5 games out of the wild card for the Marlins. So they got something to play for in September. And Milwaukee's now 3 games out of the wild card after tonight's win. St. Louis 5 games back. And Arizona now in second after tonight's win. Half a game up on Colorado. And now LA's magic number is 19. All right, I'll be back Friday with thanks for tuning in. See you Friday night after I'm back from the Greek Fest. Keep it orange, keep it black, keep it orange and black. Good night, everybody.